Alright, this is X-Wing LJ, continuing my Subnautica walkthrough on the PS5. We are now going to get the second half of the Aurora exploration. We're back here in the room with the prawn suits. Go up the stairs to the left, and you'll have access to this area here. But of course you have to use your propulsion gun to move the crates and stuff out of your way. I don't know if you saw that in the last video. You see there's fire all over the place. We're going to be putting some of it out. Now, if you remember, when we went to the second Degassi base, we scanned the double bed. This here is a single bed, so now you can build that as well. There's a few other pieces of furniture in here that you'll be able to scan and get the blueprints for. Additionally, there's more of these posters you can pick up. There's also some equipment, non-functional equipment, just decorative equipment, like microscopes and flasks and stuff like that. Another battery. First aid kit. Didn't need to use that, but I figured might as well top it off since I've got so many in my inventory. Another poster. Now, if you didn't see it in there, there's also on the floor in there is a couple of duffel bags. You can put stuff inside the duffel bags. However, once you put stuff in it, you can't pick the duffel bag up until you empty the duffel bag. There's another one there, which is kind of pointless if you ask me, but that's the way it is. It's a storage unit, but you have to leave it on the floor when you put something in it. There's a shelf, another duffel bag, another duffel bag on the other side of the bed. They're all empty, so you can pick them up. It's just you can't use them unless you want to leave them wherever. It's like you can take it back to your base, put it on the floor in your base, and use it for storage there, but you can't pick it up and move it to another part of your base without emptying it first. Now, in previous games, this is the first place I came. I came here before I went to the floating islands, and so I keep looking for furniture to scan, but I got a lot of it at the floating islands rather instead of here. There's a countertop I can scan. First aid kit. There's a lot of first aid kits. There's another fire extinguisher right here on the wall. Just past it, right there. There's another poster here right behind me. I think that's about it for this room. The fire out so we can visit a couple other rooms. Yeah, make sure you get that fire completely out before you step into that. That's even just the lightest bit of red, and you'll get hurt. Now, the more fire, the bigger fire, the more damage it'll do. But
integrating new PDA data.
Another battery, another duffel bag, another duffel bag, more water. Now, if you went to the Degassi base, you don't have to worry about water anymore because you can just make your own with that water filtration system that you scanned. However, if you don't have that yet, the water supplies in here should go a ways to help you if you are playing that difficulty where the food and water is something you have to maintain. I don't bother with it because it just seems like an unnecessary distraction. I mean, really, you add that functionality to a game, and then you got to wonder why they don't add, going to the bathroom. What goes in must come out, right? So, if you're going to put the functionality for eating in the game, you should probably put the functionality for excreting during the game. Sorry, just my little mental rundown of what I think to be just kind of halfway doing the program, the system. So you can't scan that last one there in the fire from the top. However, since I already got the blueprint, I don't really need to do that. I'll go back up there and we'll take care of the doors that are locked up there. But for now, we're going to take care of this other part. I want to make sure you got your knife equipped and your repair tool. There are carnivorous fish in the room we're headed to. Plus, we've been here before. That's how the door got cut open. But we haven't been here before. Running out of fire extinguisher again. Just barely got it out in time. But I believe there's a fire extinguisher in here somewhere too. There's another upgrade module. That one's for the Cyclops. Engine efficiency. It means your batteries won't drain as quickly. So in here, this is the reactors. There's 4 pillars. You can scan these breaches, or one of them anyway, and then you need to repair all the breaches. There's a total of 11. You use your repair tool and scan them, and the breaches disappear once they're fixed. And that gives you a rundown, a countdown of how many you have left to do. Now there are carnivorous fish in here. They will grab onto your arm and like a leech sort of, except they've got little tentacles that help them hold on. Not to worry though, they don't do very much damage, and you can just cut them off with your knife. Usually, sometimes it glitches out and the knife doesn't cut them, but even then, it's not a big deal. But just swim around until you get all of the breaches fixed on all 4 of the pillars. Breach locations, I believe, are the same locations every time. There's no randomizations to that that I can recall. And there's that carnivorous fish right there. There's another one. And he got on me. And you see, I just cut him right off the arm there. And now that you've repaired those, there's a fire extinguisher right there. I knew there was one in here. The radiation levels outside the ship will decrease. It'll take, I'm not sure exactly how long it takes for it to decrease to the point where you don't need to wear a radiation suit around the ship anymore. But it, see, it won't come off for some reason. I think it was trying to hit the other fish. And and they're cannibals apparently because they just went and bit the other fish. But anyhow, after a little while, you won't have to wear the radiation suit if you come near the Aurora anymore, which is okay, which is nice. Because you're going to be building another suit, which will help you when you're down deeper in the water. However, you probably won't be back to the Aurora. I mean, you don't really have a need to. So there's 2 codes there. One was for cabin 1 and one was for the cargo bay, which we already used. Cabin 1 is right over here with 1869. And like I said, that's in your data bank file or whatever you call it. Ball cap. Shelf you can scan. First aid kit.
Acquired. Integrating new PDA data.
If you remember when we were listening to the radio at the beginning of the video, the previous video before we came out to the Aurora, the code for the captain's cabin was given to us then. So we'll use that in here. Now, if you come out here before you get those codes through the radio and whatnot, you can still open the doors. You'll just have to find the code online. Of course, you can get the codes from this video. The other room that's locked that we haven't been to yet, I don't remember where you get the code from. And I remember the first time I played, I couldn't find the code anywhere. Second time I got the code, but I don't remember how. But the first time, I ended up having to look it up online, just because I couldn't figure out where it came from, or where I got it from, or where you're supposed to get it from. However, you will. I didn't get it in this playthrough. I just remember the code, so you'll see me put that in and unlock that one. And hopefully, I will find out where it came from and be able to record that for you in a later video. And that is just about everything except for the one last room. And that's going to be on the way out. Like I said, we're going to go out the first entrance, or the entrance that we didn't use to come in. We're going to go out the other way. And the locked door is over by that entrance. And we'll need to use the fire extinguisher over there as well. So there's 2 ways to get in here. There's this door here, and then back in that other room through the hole in the wall underneath that floor, the slanted piece of floor. There's another one of these doors over there. The code here is 6483. PDA.
Integrate
Data terminal.
data. New blueprint acquired. Data bank corruption was detected on
There's
your
some equipment
computer.
here you can grab.
Technology blueprints have been
My inventory is full, which is what I warned about early in this trip to the Aurora. That's the other entrance. See, there's a slanted floor piece there that fell from above. And then that's the exit, the other entrance, whatever you want to call it. And to get through it, we're going to need both the propulsion gun and the fire extinguisher. This one is empty. Let's drop it and equip the other one. Put out this fire. That's not a new fire extinguisher, that's the one I just dropped. There is another one up here on the wall up here though. So if you want to take it, and it's right there. If you want to take it back to your base or put it in your Cyclops when you build it, whatever you want to do, that's perfectly fine. By putting it in the Cyclops is probably a good idea. So you need your propulsion gun, whether you're coming in or out this entrance. You have to use your propulsion gun to get all this stuff out of the way in order to go through it. So we're back outside, and that is all you need for the Aurora. That's all you need from it, and that's what you got to do to get through it. You cannot progress to the deeper waters without coming here because you need that prawn. There's just no two ways about it. I mean, you can get to the lower waters, but you can't do much there, especially without the drill arm, because there's minerals down there that require the drill arm in order for you to get. And without them, you can't do the last upgrades for the depth, and you'll never get down to the last location you have to get to. So head back into the water, swim over to your sea moth, and that's it. However, before we kick this video on out of here, I am going to show you the Reaper Leviathan, the one that I keep warning you about up here. Remember I said right behind the engines of the ship is a Leviathan area, and towards the front of the ship is a Leviathan area. That's a stalker down there. And there's the Reaper Leviathan. Now, doesn't look that big from here. It gets bigger as it gets closer though. Those claws on the front of it are big enough to wrap it around the sea moth entirely. Get caught by that thing and it will take at least 75% of your sea moth's health. He's not a nice critter. He'll grab you, shake you around a bit, drain away 75% of your health, and then spit you out. But that's it. From here, just head back to your base and get ready for the next step in the quest. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.